I recently posted a video showing you how to create dependent dropdowns. And when I say dependent dropdowns, I mean that the option in one dropdown will completely depend on what option is selected in a different dropdown. So for example here, the options in the country dropdown are dependent on what continent is chosen. And I got the question of how to set it up where you can have the same sublist for multiple rows. If you want to select multiple options, all you have to do is copy and paste that dropdown multiple times. But what if we want to make it where the new dropdown will exclude anything that's already been selected? Let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to go over here just to the right of our sublist. I'm going to type equals filter and select the entire range of the first sublist. And I'm going to make that go all the way through the end of the column. Then put a comma, not, count if, select the cell for the dependent dropdown. Then put a comma and select that first sublist range again all the way down to the end of the column. Now once I press enter, you'll see that the lists match exactly. But if I select an option in the first dropdown, you'll see that that country is now excluded from the second list. So now we need to go to the second dropdown and we'll click the pencil button in the bottom right hand corner, click the 4 little dots on the range, and then we'll select the new data range as the second list and make sure to go down all the way to the end of the column. When it asks to apply to all, say just this instance and we'll be good to go. So now whenever we select an option in the first list, you won't find it in the second list. Now keep in mind this is only that options in the first list will be excluded from the second list, but any options in the second list will still be shown in that first list. Now what if we want to keep going and have additional sublists? It's pretty simple, we just need a slight tweak to the formula. First I'm going to copy the country 2 header, change that to country 3. And in that formula that we just created, I want to make the original sublist an absolute reference. And that's because we don't want the reference column to shift when we copy this formula over to a new column. And you can make it an absolute reference by putting $signs in front of everything. So now when I copy it over, we'll have the same exact list as we had before. But now instead of saying B2, we're going to say B2 colon B3. So now it's going to exclude anything that's in column B2 or in column B3. And now we'll just need to create a new dropdown that points to that third list. So that's how to create dependent dropdowns with multiple sublists. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more.